Hello my loves, how are you doing today? I hope that you're good, that you, your family and your loved ones are healthy, happy and safe. So I'm coming back to you today with another pick a card reading, and in this reading it's going to be all about your future spouse, your divine counterpart, your fated partner, and the exact moment that they're gonna realize that they fell in love with you. So we're gonna look into some details on the situation, the circumstances, and also how they have made this realization. And today I felt called into using those spots. I found it quite funny, but this is really what I felt called into using. So I'm gonna give you right away the options. The first one is honey. The second one is apricot jam. And the third one is Dijon mustard. So pick the option or options that you feel most drawn to. Of course, you can pause the video and meditate on the options on those spots and see which one or what are the ones that are going to be calling you the most. So if you want more time, you can just pause the video as I have said. And for me, I'm gonna start right away with the first option, which is that of the honey. Hello my dear, option number one. So if you have chosen this honey pot, welcome guys to your reading. And before we're gonna get any cards, I just would like to give you maybe some information that I got when I was looking at this particular pot and seeing it when it comes to the numbers. First of all, number 6 is going to be very significant for you. And also when it comes to honey, let me just give you what I'm hearing, because it is really, there are lots of messages that I'm getting. So your person, you might, as an example, connect with them online. There is something that is definitely going to be almost hindering you from being together. That was the strongest message that I have heard for you. You might, as an example, at first meet online, and then there is going to be a possibility for you to make this big decision, either to move into your person's place or vice versa. But I see that your connection really is very deep, is very pure, is very innocent, I'm hearing as well. And you're going to be connecting with each other at first as friends. So there might be an activity that is going to be linking you together. But I see that you're going to talk for an extended period of time before meeting for the first time, and also before making a decision to like move on with this relationship to a higher level. So let me just give you also what I'm hearing for you with this acacia. Well, acacia is a flower, and this honey is an acacia honey. And I have looked on Google when it comes to the meaning of this flower, and what I've seen is that it represents purity, and it also represents immortality and rebirth, and sometimes it's also used in funerals. So and just to illustrate what I would like to convey to you, this honey, it's almost over. And what I got from that is that there is going to be almost like you're going to feel like you are in a crossroad, or your person most particularly, they're gonna feel like they are in a crossroad, and this is mutual. That's why I felt like it's the same for you as well. So it's either with this number 5, also with the 500 grams. This is like a 50-50. Are we going to be moving in this relationship into the next level, or is this relationship is gonna stop here? And then this is really the exact moment where they feel like, this is actually my spouse, this is my person, this is the one that I'm going to be spending my life with. I wouldn't want to ever lose this person. And yeah, because I see lots of sweetness, and the honey is very organic, it's very beautiful, and it's very healthy. Your connection is absolutely healthy because you have taken the time to look in each other's interest and to build a good friendship and a good relationship beyond being in a romantic connection together. That's why it's gonna come to your person, especially for them, it's gonna come evident that this change is absolutely necessary, and they're going to be willing to make the effort to for the both of you to be in the same space. So yeah, they really don't want this sweetness ever to end. This is really what I'm feeling. So, and also I'm hearing with the bees, because this is there is a bee also that is depicted in this bottle. I feel like you being apart really, it almost physically hurts. That's why it was necessary for them either to move to where you are living, or vice versa, to make this change in terms of your physical, where you are living physically, so that you two could be together. So let's get some cards. So what is the exact moment that they have realized? Oh, yes. So definitely there is a movement that came with, yes, making the effort, that came with a very deep commitment, and also this is a decision, a very conscious decision, that yes, if I would want this relationship actually to go to the next level, there is a need for us to work on it. And all that matters for them is actually to open their eyes. Yes, this is the relationship that I want, this is my person. I would want actually to change the situation that we're in, because it's hurting the both of us, and let's do it. This is really what I'm hearing. So it might come after a bit of time, but nights generally they symbolize movement. Because this night really is not moving, I see that in most cases you will be the one actually moving into their place, or moving to where they're living, but they're going to be offering such good stability and such good environment for you to adapt in this new space that you're going to be invited into. So yeah, wow, it's all about pentacles. Why this is really what I'm hearing, because your connection, look at that. And very funny enough, like the Four of Wands always reminds me of bees. I don't know why, like fields of flowers, and then bees and fertility, and like good solid foundations. And those cards really speak about the same things basically. So the exact moment that they have realized that your relationship really is going to be for the rest of their life, and for the rest of yours as well, is when they have made this decision. I want to be with you, and now it's time for us to change our current situation, for us to actually build our home, for us to build and to start our family. Wow. I'm hearing also there is a lot of attraction. There is a lot of attraction that your person, maybe you haven't felt that from your side at the beginning. Maybe you have perceived them at first as more of a friend, or that it was almost like a slow burn for you. But for them, because this is all yellow, and all the yellow that is depicted in those cards, they have felt this deep attraction since the beginning, but they have taken their time so that they can know you a little bit better before actually coming up as someone that would want to be in a long-term committed relationship with you. A gift in reverse. It was all in reverse. Okay. So it's not something that they would want to let go of. This is really what I'm hearing with this gift in reverse, because a gift is almost like the universe is rewarding you of something that is beautiful and rare and pure. And it's such a waste for you actually to just think about mending things as geographical distance of, or maybe your situation or their situation, and making it as maybe a reason why this relationship cannot grow and cannot move on to the next level. So that's why they are not willing to let go of this beautiful opportunity to be with you, and vice versa. I see lots of mutual energy for the both of you. You see, and you, with those two flowers, you see things very similarly, as in you see the value in this relationship as well, and you don't want to let go of it. But I see that the decision, or maybe this suggestion, is gonna come from their side. They're going to be actually suggestion a solution, especially if the situation for you is more difficult, as in maybe you are studying, or maybe you have in your own job or your own life, and you really don't know how to go about it. Maybe they're going to be the ones that are going to be proposing this beautiful solution for you to, for the both of you to come together and start living your life just the way that you wanted to live it. So let's get some more cards. Thoughts and sadness. So yeah, thinking about you really. It's at a certain point in time, it's as I have told you, it really is gonna start hurting them. It's gonna start hurting them for the both of you actually to be apart. And you see, they're almost like look identical, those people. They're almost like a couple, and they are in different almost places, and like both of those people, they're thinking about each other, but they can't be in the same place. That's why it's very much important for the both of you to make the effort and then to come into a union together. But I see that especially it's gonna resonate even more if you are an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising. You are definitely divine partners or divine counterparts. So let's get one more card when it comes to the King of Pentacles. Officer in reverse. So I feel like, especially with this King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is, for me, the closest to the Emperor. The Emperor wants to take charge and wants to almost control the situation. But with this officer in reverse, I think that they're gonna give you the option after they're gonna realize that, yes, they would want to be with you, but they don't want to actually influence your decision. It's almost like they're gonna tell you, I love you, I want to be with you, this is the time for us. Like almost the time is running out. This is really what I'm hearing when it comes to your option. The time is running out and we need to make a decision. This is the solution that I'm suggesting. What do you think? They don't want to influence your answer, or maybe the way that you would want to go with it in the future, and they're gonna be willing actually to wait for any kind of reply that you might have for them. But I see that you're gonna take the chance as well, and it's gonna be almost like a message, or when they're gonna tell you that, you're gonna almost feel like you are on a cloud, or it's almost like your feet are not touching the ground anymore. So you're gonna feel so happy. And when they're gonna say that, like, take some time and think about it, in your mind you might take it, you might not, but in your mind you might feel like, I have been waiting for this for quite a bit of time, like such a long time. I wanted actually to say that to you as well, but you're gonna feel so happy and relieved. So let's get some more cards. The moment that they're gonna realize that they fell in love with you. Sun. Wow. Number 6, like I told you, number 6 is going to be very significant for you, especially the summer times. And when this light and sun, I see that you are a very optimistic person, or at least this is how they perceive you. You brighten their days. Like this sun, they are not, they don't want to let go of it. And you can see again how bright those colors look in almost all the cards that we have picked for your option. And you are the sun in their life. You are the brightness, the light. And yeah, like for them, they would want this relationship actually to only grow and to they're going to be willing to make the effort for sure. But with those two people, like almost contemplating this happiness that they have created together, I see that they're gonna imagine you two being together for pretty early in the relationship. They're going to be like holding back and not really saying that, or maybe showing that they are very much invested in this relationship, especially emotionally. But I see definitely that they have very deep attraction towards you since the beginning, and the love is gonna come very fast afterwards. But the moment that they are going to be saying to yourself, yes, I love this person, is right before they're gonna text you or tell you that, yes, we need to change, we need to make something, we need to do something. We cannot stay that way like for a very long time. We need to start building our own foundation and start a family, or start, it could be even like a proposal, like they're gonna pretty soon afterwards propose to you, and then the wedding is gonna come pretty fast afterwards. But this is really the moment that they're gonna realize that they have very, very deep feelings for you, and that they love you very deeply. Spiritual awakening in courage. So I see that it could be you, especially if you resonate with this particular message, then it is definitely the case. If you have been through some kind of a spiritual awakening, I see that your person, they have been through a very deep dark night of the soul as well. And with this spiritual awakening, they're gonna awaken to this like beautiful relationship that is going to be offered to you. This is really how they see it, and I'm getting that feeling very strongly. This relationship is almost like a gift from the universe, especially if it is gonna come about after a very dark night of the soul, some very hard realization that both of you are gonna make, or heartbreaking relationships, and then this relationship that is bright, beautiful, and light. I don't see any stiffness or any I'm not getting any negative vibes out of it. It's very light. It is a very light, beautiful connection that you're gonna have together. This is why they're not going to be ever willing to let go of it, because it's really a gift from the universe. And with this courage, I see that it's almost like they're gonna write a message and then delete it, and then think about it again, and they're gonna feel very, very nervous, but they're gonna be courageous enough actually to share this with you. And they're not gonna tell you what I'm hearing as well. They're gonna ask you, like, or maybe suggest this very important move, and at this moment they're gonna know that they are in love with you, but they're not gonna say it right away. This is really what I'm hearing. They're gonna wait until you're gonna come together. I see that there is a possibility of a proposal, but they're gonna say that they love you when you two are going to be in the same place, or maybe in the same space again. So lastly, I wanted to give you one more card. Is there anything else that you might need to know about this beautiful relationship, about this person? Is there anything else? And of course, if you enjoy pick a card readings, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. So let's get one card. It was upside down, so one card. Okay, ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairy says now is the right time for you to ask for angelic assistance. I don't know why I feel like those two people that are separate, and then there is this pink almost sparkles that are emanating or like towards each other. I see it in both sides, and this is a very strong indication that, especially with those two feathers, that there's going to be some space between the both of you, especially at the beginning. And also there is this love that is going to be flourishing pretty fast, like after you're gonna connect together. With those two feathers, I see also lots of protection, and I see that many situations or circumstances that you were not comfortable with in the past, or maybe you felt like you were not very fortunate into experiencing them, they have actually made you to look at life and circumstances in a different way, and that they're almost like have putting you in the right path for the both of you to come together. So maybe you're gonna change your career, you're gonna change your field, you're gonna change where you are living, but I see that there were some changes, or maybe succession of changes in your life and in your person's life, and it's almost like when you're gonna talk about it together, you felt like it's almost like a puzzle, and all the pieces of the puzzle were quite important for the both of you to come into union together. So this is what I see for you, my dear option number one. I'm wishing you all the best and sending you love, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number two. So if you have chosen the second pot, which is the apricot jam, welcome guys to your reading. So I wanted to give you some first messages before getting some cards and knowing like the moment when your person is going to be realizing that they have fallen in love with you. Let's get those initial messages at first. So what I can tell you first of all is that the number 7 is going to be very significant when it comes to your relationship. So you might meet in the month of July, you might meet in the 7th of the month, or 7 months from now. Whatever one of those messages definitely is going to resonate more than the others, but I see that number 7 is going to be quite significant when it comes to you two being together. What I can tell you for sure is that this relationship is the summer in your life, because Apricot for me, like when I think about him, I think about freshness, I think about summer, I think about laughter, happy times. Apricot, it really always gives me like a very, very beautiful feeling. And also when I eat them, sometimes I get this fuzzy feeling, just like when you taste lemons. So lots of freshness, and it's something that it's something that for me, as in to symbolize your relationship, there is some kind of newness into you two being together. It could be that your person is not going to be your type, or you're not going to be your person's type, or there is something that when people are gonna look at you, it's almost like they're gonna see something new, as in the type of people that your person is. Generally they don't go out with people that look the way that you do. So something very fresh, and something that is going to be almost opening people's mind in maybe new ways of seeing people coming together. So it really depends on your culture and where you are living at this particular moment, or what do you think about possible people that you might date in the future, or you might have dated in the past even. But I see that there is something quite different between the both of you. And I see some vows, especially with this thread in here that is connecting. I see that it's either that you're gonna, as an example, travel somewhere, and you know those logs that you write maybe a love message, or maybe your initials, you and your person's initials, and you lock it somewhere, maybe on a bridge or somewhere. I see that it's at that exact time they're gonna almost they're gonna feel like, yes, they might have fallen in love with you, and that they're not gonna be sure, because I don't know why I saw directly this 75%, but they're gonna feel like, oh, I think that I am starting to fall in love with this person. I definitely can see myself maybe being with them in a very long like committed relationship. And also those vows, maybe you're gonna say something to them, or vice versa, but it's really gonna brighten their day. You're gonna see it right in front of your eyes. You're gonna either say something, or something that's very sweet and very cute, and it's almost like their eyes are gonna brighten. Okay. So let's get some messages. So the exact moments. Ooh, wow. So the exact moment, this is very straightforward, because this was somewhat of a feeling that I got for you. It's not about the physicality of you two being together. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you can do many activities together. You enjoy many of the same things together. You actually like to be in each other's presence. This is something that you enjoy, like beside being maybe physically connecting together in a sexual way. This is really how they're gonna feel about you. They're gonna feel like, this person is so optimistic, so bright, so positive. I can imagine being with them like for the rest of my life and beyond. So this is really what I'm feeling. And the feeling that I'm getting as well is that you're not someone that is controlling, and it's such they're gonna feel like it's almost like a weight that they're gonna drop off their shoulder. you're not someone that is going to be on their case all the time. You're someone that is that has a lot going on in your life. You're not the kind of person that is calling all the time. Where are you? Let's meet. Why aren't you calling? You are already very busy in your life, and you feel like you always give them the option. You're not someone that is going to be trying to manipulate them to be with you or not to be with someone. You're just giving them all the freedom that they need. If you feel like you are in love with someone, and you might actually say that to them like very directly. If you feel like you are in love with someone else, I would love myself. I would love it for you to be with that person. I don't want you to be with me just because of history, just because of responsibility, or because you have promised something. I don't want to be promised that. I just want to be promised truth. Do you love me? Do you want to be with me? And I love you. I want to be with you, and that's about it. This is really all that matters for you. And this is really about that moment that they're gonna realize that you are their person. Like, you are the person that they would want to be with. You are gorgeous, you are beautiful, but inside and out, you are really a good person that have taken the time to develop themselves, develop their life. Your life really is interesting. You are an interesting person beyond being just this vessel that is beautiful, that is gorgeous, but also your life is beautiful. Your life is exciting and it's interesting. So let's get some more cards. So the exact moment when they're gonna realize, Widow in reverse. Yeah, they're gonna feel like, as I have told you, there is something very different when it comes to you, especially. Maybe if they have been in the past with people that wanted them to commit at any cost, or try to almost force them into making certain choices that they were not they were hesitant into making. And I see a bit of hesitation from this person, but for you, like, it's your decision, it's your option. Pick your options, and I'm picking mine. Like, this is really your life. Do not feel like you are almost chained to a certain result or a certain expectation that I'm having. I'm not having any kind of expectations. If we are supposed to be together, then this is it is how it is. So they are going to be willing to depart from this notion maybe that they have had around commitment, around people that they were manipulative in the past, or they have told them certain informations or truths about themselves, and they realized afterward that they were completely lying, or they have I see lots of manipulation, and this is really what this person is almost scared into repeating in the future. They don't want to be in those kind of connections and in the next relationships. And I see that that's why it's so refreshing. It's such a beautiful breeze of fresh air actually to connect with you. That's why they cannot wait to be with you physically. I don't know if you have some healing capabilities, or people that even friends or family members maybe in the past or even now, they confess to you that it is really such a soothing feeling to be around you. I see that you could be a healer, or you could have certain healing capabilities. This, like, it's all about like almost an aura or an energy that you give off to this person, into people in general. I'm seeing that it's beyond this person really. Like this sense of appeasement, of peacefulness. You are such a peaceful person, and people around you feel very comforted and feel very comfortable. So let's get some more messages. The moment, yeah, anger. You do not resolve, yeah. And the Ace of Wands, when it's on the upright, it's all about, sometimes it gives me, especially with this card in here, this feeling of angriness, this feeling of dispute that end in very, very pitiful, maybe, or toxic ways of communicating. Sometimes when certain things, they don't go like the way that you would want them to go, especially because we got these messages of maybe manipulation. People get on your case, they maybe talk about certain things that you are a bit sensitive about, and this is really a complete departure from this energy. Like you are giving them the space, and also mentally, like this space for them to make their own decisions, and you are actually connecting with them as if they are a whole human being. They're not like your puppet that you would want to make them do anything that you would like. They are their own, like they are an individual, like a separate individual, and this is really what they're gonna appreciate so much about being in a connection with you. So it says in here love and faithfulness. Yeah. So let me know if you have this, because it is a very beautiful and refreshing. I can feel it as well. It's a very refreshing idea to actually not connect love with this idea of right now we are in love, we're gonna commit to each other until the last day of our lives, and it's almost at the end of the day you're gonna only commit to the idea but not really to the feeling. Right now we are connected together, we love each other, and when we make our vows we're gonna love each other until the end of time. It could be the case, it could be something else, and this is really what you are going to be telling this person. This is how you believe love should be. It's not about you committing to me as in like almost restraining yourself, or trying to bury certain feelings that you have just for the other person to be happy, just for them to have their own way. So there is this in our society especially, and when all the norms that we have grown into, this toxic idea that is related to commitment. I am committed to you until the end of time, and you really don't have any other option. This is really what commitment for many people actually symbolizes, and this is not the case for you. That's why for them it's like you always, until the end of time, I always have the option and you always have the option. This is commitment for you, commitment to truth, commitment to transparency. You don't want someone to be with you just because they have to, it's because they want to. Beautiful. And that's what's true love it is for you. It's not about you being faithful to me until the end of time. It's about you committing to telling me just the way that you feel. Like, what do you want to do? How do you feel? This is really what's the most important thing for you. So darkness, I told you, number 7 is very significant. So with this darkness in moon, I see that I see in here, like if you believe in having a specific person, like the one for you, your divine feminine, divine masculine, this is really what I see, because I see darkness but also light. So there is some kind of polarity really that is going to be pulling you towards each other. And with this darkness in moon, I see that the more that you're gonna know about each other, the more amazed you're gonna be. And I see that you as well, you might discover certain things about this person that are going to be very refreshing for you, especially in the way that they see love, they see relationships, they see connections with human beings, and they see life in general. So your intellectual simulation that you're gonna initiate like in this relationship is going to be something that is very much new to you. You have always thought about certain ideas, but you have been reluctant maybe in the past to express them because other people were not very understanding, or they didn't know where you are coming from. But I see that even if in the appearance you're gonna look very, very different, in the way that you see life, you see relationships, there are lots of similarities between the both of you. So let's get some more cards. New beginnings. Oh, oh, that's beautiful. This is, it's almost like there was life before that person, and then after you have met them, and vice versa. This is a whole new beginning, and what is possible actually for you to experience when it comes to relationships. This is a beautiful, beautiful union and a beautiful connection that you're gonna have together. And I see that, as I have told you, this really transcends the physicality of being like for the both of you. This is a deep, I'm hearing soul connection that you're gonna have. And sexuality, but the cards are saying this is also important. I see lots of attraction, but with those two being together, the physical attraction between the both of you is going to be very strong and almost addicting in a way, especially for your person. They're going to be almost like this is like I'm hearing some kind of addictive vibes that I'm getting out of this card, but there is also going to be this love and this deep affection that you're gonna develop for each other. But as I have told you, that the moment that they're gonna really 100% fall in love with you is the moment they feel they're gonna realize that it's not really you talking, that you actually believe in it, because you're gonna say it, but they're gonna feel a little bit perplexed, especially because they have been through so many. I see that your person, they are very much experienced. They have been through many relationships where people, maybe they have told them that, oh, you always have the option, but those were just manipulative techniques for them actually to make them do whatever they would want to do. But for you, when they're gonna realize, oh, this person, they actually mean it. They mean it, that I am actually another person and I have my own desires, my own life, and my own things that I need to take care of. And I don't have to be involved entirely in this relationship just for the other person to feel happy and to feel fulfilled in their own life. So when they're gonna realize that you really are speaking your own truth, because I see that they might have a little bit of doubt at the beginning. When they're gonna realize that, like, this is like they're gonna fall head over heels, because they have been, as I have told you, looking for you specifically, because I have seen that there is almost like an energetic feeling that is going to be drawing you together. But the way that you think, they have looked into this kind of connection or maybe relationship for a very, very, very long time. Wow. So let me give you one more card. Is there anything else that you might need to know about this relationship? And if you enjoy, of course, pick a card readings, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. Let me give you one last card. This one. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. They're not going to believe that this connection actually is possible in the first place. This is something that they have always hoped for, and they kept pushing, like being in a committed relationship with other people in the past, because they have kept that hope alive, that there might be a person for me, that we're gonna see things in the right way, or maybe in a similar way. And they kept believing until they saw you, like in your own body and flesh, right in front of them. So this is really what I see for you, my dears. That was a beautiful reading, and I feel it in my core. I hope that it resonated with you, and please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm sending you lots of love, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number 3. So if you have chosen the third option, or the spot of Dijon mustard, welcome guys to your reading. So let me give you the first messages that I have heard for you before starting the actual reading and give you the cards. First of all, I've heard that number 4 is going to be significant when it comes to your relationship, but let me give you the circumstances, because I have heard almost all the story when I have seen this particular pot. And what I have heard for you is that there's going to be an experience, maybe a project, something that is going to be linking you together. And it's almost like you're gonna help this person with something. You're gonna help them in something very important. It's not like just giving them something mundane or something that they can do themselves. You really gonna there is something very significant that this person is going to be going through, and they're gonna find you on their side. This is really what I'm hearing. It could be maybe their pet passing away. This is really what I'm hearing, or someone getting into some kind of not so good situation, or a negative event, but they're gonna feel like you were on their side throughout the way. And I see that this person also, they're going to be feeling very comfortable into showing their emotions and being just the way that they are around you. They don't feel like they're gonna have to put on a facade or to look a certain way or be a certain way for you actually to accept them, because you are a very accepting and allowing person. You see them beyond what they can give you or what they can actually be, or what the services that they can actually provide for you. You see them really as a true partner, as someone that you honestly take care for. You really care about them. This is really what they're gonna feel. But at this particular event, and we're gonna look into the cards and see what this is all about, they're gonna feel like this is my spouse, especially because I didn't really get that for the other readings, but for you, they're gonna say, I want to marry this person. This person, they are my spouse. They are for me, and I am for them. And this is how it is. Like, as soon as this experience is gonna be over, or it's gonna change or improve, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna propose, and we need to be together. Absolutely. So let me see if I'm getting other messages. I see that you're gonna be very surprised, because the way that they're gonna express that to you, it's going to be very in a very enthusiastic way. They're gonna feel like, let's do it like as soon as we can. Let's have this like a little bit of time so that we can talk about it, because I really want to be with you. And because here it says my, and my in French, this is actually the brand, but in French it means a stitch, which means that something is going to be almost connecting you together in a very strong and stable way. It's almost like when you are knitting a scarf, as an example. You're not gonna feel like for them, as at least, they're gonna feel like, I cannot imagine my life in the future being without this person. I want to be with them. So let's get some cards. The moment that they're gonna realize that they fell in love with you. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, wow. Yes, it's quite shocking. Like, there is something that is gonna happen, but they're gonna take charge, as in, as soon as they're gonna feel that and realize that, they're gonna say it right away. It could be even at that event, they're gonna tell you, you are my person, I love you, I want to be with you. And it's something that is gonna throw you off guard, like you are not gonna expect that at all. But really, when this is gonna happen, it is exactly the moment when they're gonna confess to you, and it is also the moment when they're gonna realize that they fell in love with you. They're not gonna think about it, or maybe give it some time so that they can actually think about it in a more like in a deeper way. They're gonna feel it and they're gonna say it. And with those two cards, again, they're giving back this information that there is an event that might happen, especially with this Nine of Swords in reverse. But you being with them, being beside them, really is going to be permitting them to get out of this sadness, and to move on from this negative experience even faster, especially because you are a very, very supportive person, and for them you are their ride or die. You are really someone that they can rely on, and we are really someone that is not with them just for the fun of being in a relationship, but you are not only a friend in the good times, but a friend in need as well. Wow, widow and widower too. So wow, yeah, I see that there is a possibility. I'm hearing a pet might pass away, or there is someone in the family or something that they're gonna feel like it was a loss. They lost something. I don't see it necessarily in terms of people or even in terms of their pets, because for me it's really like it's the same thing, but it's mostly something that they have lost, but they feel like you were with them in their loss, and you have actually grieved with them during those hard times. Wow. Sadness, yeah. You're gonna help them actually get out of this of this mental space that they're going to be in. And also with this sadness, you're gonna give them a deep sense of hope. And let me just give you what I'm seeing as well. Here you can see with the colors, there is the yellow and also the black. The black is all about grief, is all about loss, something that is that has departed, or something that we are very much reminiscent or trying to keep. And or the yellow, it's all about maybe seeing, I'm hearing seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I see that especially in here, like get out of this place. Yes, what have happened, and now it's time for you to move on. I'm hearing as well that they might have, as an example, had an injury, and they're gonna stay at home, and they're gonna feel so lonely, and especially because, yeah, especially because they might maybe get an injury that is related to maybe they're gonna broke a leg or something of the sort, and they're gonna feel like, oh, this person, they took care of me, they were there for me when I needed them the most. And this is something that maybe in the past they haven't felt, even from supposedly very close people to them in their life. It could be even from parents. So I see that maybe there's someone that goes out a lot, that has a very large social circle, someone really that is the life of the party, as in very bright, very I'm hearing also they have a very good sense of humor, and this is really the only facade that they give off to people. And they very, very rarely in the past, even like throughout their life, they have shown this very emotional and sensitive side that they have. That's why really the fact that they were comfortable enough just to be themselves around you, it's such a new feeling to them. It's almost gonna be very unusual, as in, how am I comfortable into being the most vulnerable version of me in front of this person? And I'm hearing as well that I have known for a very short period of time. And with this gift, I see that you really are going to be, they're gonna feel very blessed to have you around them in those hard times. Like, you really are a gift for them at this particular period. And yeah, it's almost gonna be immediate for them. Like, oh my god, I'm really in love with this person. I want to say it like right now, and they're gonna say it like right away. I'm in love with you. You could, as an example, and I'm seeing that very clearly, you could, as an example, make a cup of coffee or maybe a cup of tea for the both of you. And the moment that you're gonna put that cup on the table, they're gonna say, I love you. Let's do something together. Let's go to the next level. I really love you. Wow, and you are not gonna expect that. It's almost like you're gonna be in shock. What did you just say? It was so random and without any kind of warning. It's like, I love you. Oh. Dark matter mystery. So because this butterfly is on this woman's mouth, I see that you're gonna be speechless. This is a revelation really that you are not gonna see coming, and it's gonna like leave you perplexed. Like what just happened? Like why are you saying that like very abruptly? And with this dark matter and mystery, I see that it's almost like an opening to a new way to see this person, and they're gonna see you very differently after this particular event. So there is a very beautiful transformation that is gonna happen when it comes to your relationship, and this is only the beginning I'm hearing, because I see that your relationship is gonna transform even multiple times in the future. But with those butterflies that are going almost in a circle, I see that you are willing to go to the next stage like together each time that this relationship is going to be transforming. Let me see what I'm getting out of this message. So because there are lots of butterflies in this card, I'm seeing that they're gonna feel like I can grow with this person. I can see myself being an old man, an old woman, just holding your hand and maybe walking down the like in a park. They're gonna start imagining you two being together even very, very late in your life. So let's get some other messages. Oops. So the moment that they're gonna feel, or maybe that they're gonna realize that they fell in love with you, success. Let me give you one more card. And you see again with this yellow in here, yeah, you're gonna help this person a lot, and it's not because you have helped them, it's just because it just made them actually realize how much you care about them and how much they care about you as well. So and also with the yellow, I'm hearing that you give each other lots of positivity, especially if it's something that maybe you have suffered from in the past. Especially I'm hearing as well for the people that are watching this reading and that are very empathic and compassionate, and they have been drawn towards them, maybe people that were a bit negative and were complaining a lot. I see that this beautiful way that you see life and you see people in relationships in general is definitely something that is going to be pulling you towards being in a very beautiful and successful relationship. So let me give you one more card. Communication. Yeah. Past life. So you could have had a past life together, but mostly with this past life I see lots of comfort. You are gonna feel very comfortable with this person and vice versa. There is this sense of comfort that you're gonna build, and also in your when you're gonna have a family, I see that you're gonna have a very successful and comfortable life together. And with this communication, what I'm hearing, especially with this success, I'm hearing that you are very good at talking very clearly about how you feel. You are not a confused or a confusing person. I'm hearing for this is kind of a message that is away from the main question, but I'm hearing that they're gonna really appreciate this quality about you. When you feel something, you are very clear and very articulate into expressing it the right way and conveying your message to your person. They're not going to be like sitting down and thinking, are you mad? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you what? they're gonna always know like how you are feeling, because you are not someone that is really that sees it as a weakness, but you see it actually as your biggest strength. As in, you when you feel something, you say it. You do not keep it for yourself. And this is one of the reasons why this relationship really is going to succeed, and it's going to be almost if there is any kind of challenge, because you are a very beautiful you you communicate in a beautiful way. Why did I say beautiful? Yeah, it's you don't talk in a harsh way. I'm seeing that you are very considerate, as in when you talk to someone, especially if you feel hurt, or if you feel like you need to communicate about something that makes you feel sad, you don't communicate to hurt the other person, or maybe to be harsh, or maybe to make them feel the same way that you are feeling at that particular moment. That's why I felt like, why beautiful? Like, this is the message that I am getting with the way that you communicate to them. And really, for you, especially if you resonate with that, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, if there is anything that is even if it is negative, you would want actually to communicate about it in a healthy way, not in a destructive way. So let me give you one last message. Is there anything else that you might need to hear when it comes to this particular relationship that you're gonna have, or anything really? Is there a message that you might want to hear? And of course, if you enjoy pick a card readings, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. So let's see your last card. Moon energy. Ooh. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, the fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. If I can symbolize you maybe in one card, it's gonna be this card. You are very allowing, and with this moon, it's almost like the ebb and flow. You don't force people into going to a certain direction. You are very allowing and accepting, or if the other person is happy, then you're gonna see it for what it is. If they are sad, you're not gonna try like, why are you sad? Why are you doing that? Like, what? You're just gonna allow them to be and feel the way that they would want to feel. So this is really what I see for you, my dears. I'm wishing you all the best and sending you love, and I will connect with you next time. Bye.